Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the various regions, territories, states, counties, governorates, departments, whatever you've called the first level of subdivisions of the various countries on planet Earth. And I explore them one by one on GeoGuessr. And the idea is, well, A, to see places I've never been and probably will never go to, and B, hopefully have a good time while doing so, and see if I can score a 25,000 point perfect game on GeoGuessr in whatever episode I am playing. And if I succeed in getting a 25k score in a region, you will not see that one appear in the series again. If I fail, it might come back to haunt us later on. And I guess after the last episode, when I had a fairly easy time in Manitoba in Canada, and the RNG sat down and said, you know what, you've had it too easy lately. Well, I've been failing quite a few episodes lately, but yeah, he says, let's go back to Russia. Yeah, as if my Russian record wasn't bad enough. Now I think I got 13 episodes out of Russia, and I've been able to get a 25k score in 2 of them. And it's like, I think the only place I have a worse record must be in Argentina or something. So this is well, we're going into the Sakhalin oblast, which is, well, basically it's the Kuril Islands, which there is no coverage included in this map, and the island of Sakhalin. And when I think of the Sakhalin Island, I just basically think of somewhere that was shrouded in the mist of the Cold War back when I was a young man and youngster. And so sort of my abiding image of this place is something really, really grey and gritty and cold. Of course, the place might surprise me when we get there. And I cannot say that I'm looking forward to this one. Just looking at where these locations are, I can see there's just tons of trouble brewing up for me. But we'll give it a go nonetheless and see if it is as bad as I think it is. And hopefully I'll get a positive surprise. And so yeah, so the oblast has 457,000 people-ish. That was an estimate of 2025. Covers 87,100 square kilometers, which isn't all that bad, except that the island is flippin' huge. There's like what? Let's see how long is this thing? Let's see if I can find something on the geography. No, that's the. Hang on, I'm gonna just gonna have a look at the data. So it is. Let's see, how long is the island? Doesn't say. Oh well. Anyways, well, it's a long island. And yeah, so let's head into Sakhalin, and we're not gonna beat around the bush anymore, even though I don't really want to. Oh well, I have sworn that I will treat any region I get in the game with the same amount of attention as anything else. So let's see, just gonna put the challenge link, which you now can find in the description section of the video. I'm putting it in a document for safekeeping so I can find it when I edit the video and post it. So let's see. Let's get into Sakhalin. Well, so looking northwards, and we are on the east coast. This doesn't look half bad. Huge ship out there. And with some luck, we might actually find out where this is. So yeah, the largest city is, and the capital of the island, or the oblast, is Yuzhno-Sakhalinsk, which has about 180,000 people living in it. Right, that covered. Let's see what we can get up to. Let's just gonna see. Just have one look here. Like, for instance, we do not get buildings. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Well, that just made this round infinitely harder. But okay, I'm gonna check out those large buildings over there. So, well, this isn't looking half bad. So we've seen. Well, I was about to say we've seen places in Russia that look worse than this, but I think we have to go to other nations to find with stuff like or areas like this is sort of the norm. This doesn't say anything about where we are, but that big thing over there might. Well, they're obviously trying to sell tourism here. I wish I could read what it says down there. Uważajmy Holmcane. I don't see anything that at least immediately reminds me of a name of a place, except that, as I said, I would love to read the stuff that is at the bottom there. Awesome. Yeah, this community has definitely fallen on hard times. And the question is pretty much how many actually live in this place. Ooh. And there's a railroad here. Yeah, I was wondering whether that might be a railroad here. Okay, so railroad running up the the west coast. And that doesn't seem to be here. So could we have, like, for instance, up here by Pogibi? No. That doesn't seem likely. Rybnovsk? Nope. No, I think we have to be further south. We could, of course, also be here by Korsakov. That could work, you know. At least there's a railroad. So, but I didn't see any sign that suggested that way would be. No, we don't have any land coming out to the north. So then we look. Okay, here's a railroad as well. And Gornozavodsk, Lopatino. Let's just have a look up here again. Is there anything above this place? It's a very sorry looking little village, but we got this river thingy going on here. No, not Nevelsk. But we're not here either in Lovetskaya. But we could be. How about this place? No, because the road is on the wrong side of the railroad. Same again. And the coast is going in the wrong direction, and now the railroad has abandoned us. So we must have been up here at Savdovniki, I imagine. As it was looking slightly east and north, so that should put us about here-ish. So we go around a bend up here. And then we continue into town, which has a beach, a plage. And then we bend here. Then we got the Sadovniki beach. We got the plage Jablochno. Let's have a little look at this again. It doesn't say anything about a beach here, but it's got to be this place. I just can't imagine it being anywhere else. There we go, straight north, and eventually, yeah, it's bending slightly the wrong way, like here, before it bends the other way. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna commit to this place. So, we're fairly close to that bend. Unfortunately, oh, well, no, number 30, oh, number 44. So we do have some house numbers here. But yeah, we're closer to this end than to the other end, so we'll count to the bend. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7. I need to count again because I flubbed that one a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, third time's the charm. Oh, we're sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me. 7, 6. Okay, 6 down to there. This is a very defined, some very defined bends at least. That's a rare gift. I hit myself. Did I say 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I said 6. And keep stay stay focused. 7. Okay, and then we go north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Turn around. 17, 18, 19, 18, 17. 17 and 6 between the two. Okay, so from there to there is 23. We're so lucky that we almost got these things equidistant between these markers here. So we are a little north of, let's see, so yeah. So there we should have 11.5. And then 6 will be roughly midway between these 2 points. So roughly here, I hope. Nice. Okay, that took a long while. Oh, actually, this island got inland. Ooh. Oh yeah, there are roads going up the middle here. Oh, this is going to be fun. Especially if we don't have any names of anything. This road is going westwards. We're crossing a river. Okay, or a chasm or something. I want to have a look at that car again. No, it just looked like something quite old. So going southwest. Dirt road. Into the middle of the island. Yeah, the island is about, what, 40 kilometers wide? At the most, but dang, it's a long one. No. We even got to get a roundabout. Nice. Okay. So, Borodino in Ukrainskaya Street. No comment. Produkti. That's no surprise there. So this is the local supermarket, I think. Right. Oh, there are signs here. Good. I'm just going to have a little look up this side, and if that doesn't provide, then we'll have a look at the signs that were down here, because at least here there should be some signs telling us stuff. So this is the Ljutoga Bridge, and these places are called Olmsk. And that was up the coast, wasn't it? We saw Holmsk. Oh, it's all the way down here. Holmsk and Ožidajevo. Okay. Ožidajevo. Okay, so what could that be? I don't know which road we're on, but if Holmsk is to the north, here's Ožidajevo. So we are here at this roundabout. Yep, we are. So we're somewhere up this road. Right, now I need to have a look at bends because there's nothing in terms of anything else that will give this away. We're all the way up here in Histovodnoye, or let's see. So we got one bend to the left, to the west, a couple of slight ones, and we're crossing a river. That could be here, you know. Let's see, so I'm crossing that one. Bending to the left. So yeah, that works. Slight, come on, slight bend northwards. Followed by short. That was not a short straight, was it? Crossing the bridge we probably did there. We're now on this one. Now that doesn't work either. Slightly south. Right, this one will take some work. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at these buildings from the opposite side. So we have to look for that big building there. I should have put a marker on or a checkpoint over in that intersection, but okay, I didn't, so we'll just have to deal with it. Let's see. And then we'll backtrack afterwards. So back to the roundabout. Now I think we were there. Yeah, that would work. And then we're going to turn, and then we're going to see the roundabout. Yeah, it's over there. Okay, so now we're on this long looping bend. And we're going to start going around this corner. And here we have these roads. Sorry, these roads taken off. Going ahead. We're coming up to this bend. Another fairly long bit ahead of us. And then we get this bend. Taking us on a northeasterly tack. Road off to the side over there. Very sharp bend, taking us across the bridge. And that's the road going up to the side there. Next bend is here. Then we get a road going off to the side, which is this one. Now we're getting a road bend to the right, which is that one. And we are, this building we are at is on that bend. Let's see now. We're on this bend. And there's absolutely no references at all, whatsoever. I. 1, 2. How have I done with the bend? 1, 2. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the slightest of bends. From here to there. And there, about a third around the bend. So I would say that we're about there, but that could be horribly wrong. What are you? Oh, I was for a moment wondering if they're hanging a rabbit or something up that tree. Let's see, that's the next bend coming up over there. Ooh. I hate these very subtle bends because they can catch me so badly out. Okay, my direction is slightly southwest. Gotta say, yeah, I'm more comfortable with that. Let's try that. Okay. Well, hello, Sakhalin. Now we got the railroad on the east side of the island. Oh, man. This one will be a doozy. Hope this road is visible. Some serious dunes here. We got some kilometer markers telling us what? A gazillion miles? Kilometers rather. 108. Yuck. That must be from Yuzhno. Sakhalinsk. Okay, it's looking south. We're looking at a place where, so we could conceivably, yes, there's a railroad running here, but in this area, ooh, let's see now. No, we're not in this part of the island. So, but we're looking at a rather prominent headland up there, and this coastline is wild. Okay, so how to, well, how do we square this one? Could be, no, not here either. Definitely not on this bit. And the trouble here is that there's supposed to be a lot of land going that way. And then we got the railroad running on the inside. Yeah, there's no railroad at all. And here it runs on the outside. And then it searches inside, but then it's not. Ooh. Here it runs on the upside. Okay, there's obviously a town or something that went up there, so we'll have to go there. But how am I going to do this one? Well, there's beaches for everyone, that's for sure. Oh, man. Oh, well, you never know. You never know until you try it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, what do you actually do on Sakhalin? And this is more what I think about when I think about Sakhalin. Perennial grey, misty, foggy place. These factories have definitely seen better days, and this is the God knows what this town is called town. Oh, that could be Krasnaya. Okay, so we're on the Red River. And now the road starts going inland. That is helpful. Because now we have that. So, okay, so the road starts going inland on the Red River. This looks like a very good candidate. Vismoria. Railroad station coming up. And we have a corral. Whatever they're doing, but that's next to the railway station here. The road is bending. Here we got a Rubin magazine. Well, I think we can be fairly confident that this is Vismoria. But look at this. The Dudinka. Dudinka. Ah. Okay, the road does have a few weird wobbles. But... and it is slightly wider here, and it's also a bit of a bend. So, let's see. And then it bends outwards again, so that must be there. So where I am, yeah, the land starts going out a little bit, so it could be around here somewhere. And the land here has not gone to its full extent. So roughly here. And then we got probably this bend further south. Might actually be that one as well, for all I know. But yeah, this bend has to be the one that is here. Because when, well, let's just have a little look on the side here. Yeah, the width is fairly uniform. Not that far away from that bend. When we go back, it is slightly wider here. Yeah, we're actually back where this is. The question is, of course, how much this coastline changes. And we are very close to this bend. And if I follow the road, kind of suggests to me that we should be here. Oh, please. Let's try that. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That one wasn't on the cards at all. Oh, well. Bah. Oh, well. That's the game gone in this one, but oh well, that was pretty much as expected. This must be in Yuzhno Sakhalinsk. Right. Yeah, that can be a fun town to figure out. Let's see. Okay, so that is the road to a vet. Stanitia Pobor. Nah, nothing. Eastwoods. Okay, can we find... Oh man, this looks grim. I'm sorry, people of Sakhalin, but that is me being honest. Okay, so we got the main road there to the north. Which could be, of course, be the Sakhalinskaya Ulitsa, if you are in Sakhalin, or the usual Sakhalin. So how do we get there then? I'm starting to have doubts about this being usual Sakhalinsk. But we can... Ah, here we're getting onto a main road of some sort. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to figure out. Yeah, we're definitely on the main road somewhere. Gonna put a checkpoint here and check what it says about this bridge. On the Korsakovka. There is a Korsakovka up north, I seem to recall. No, Korsakovka is... Let's see, now Korsakovka is... isn't that next door? Ah, I know the Korsakov is... Here's Korsakov. Okay, so... Yeah, that could work a bit better. And we can go to Chapayevo. 19 kilometers. Chapayevo is up there. That makes a bit of sense, yes. And if that makes sense, then we came from here. Let's see now. So we came, yeah, and then we came from this road on the Kirpichnaya. Right. And we do have road numbers. Well, how about that? Okay, that could help us a bit. I'm almost willing to bet that we're about here. Let's see, can we find this number 37? Well, what do you know? We're right outside the 37. There we are. And for the final round, oh my word. Okay, we're looking southwest. That's quite the bay. So we could be... Well, if we're looking southwest, we could be... For example, in Ozerskoye. No, sorry, we're looking southwest. Oh, man, I keep getting my directions messed up. And if we're looking southwest, then I don't really have any idea where we are. Okay, so we need to find out. Let's see if we can head into town. Nope, we can only head uphill. Okay, let's see if we can find a road into town here then. No. Well, that's curious. Having gone west and the sea is still to the south and to the west. Okay, here we're coming down to the main road. Another road is going north. We're looking west. So we're somewhere on the west coast with A massive bay. Hmm. Where might that be? Could be in this area, but doesn't seem to be anyone living there. Well, not there either. Hmm. Okay, let's put the marker down here and let's see if we can find the name of this town that we are. Obviously down by, look on southeast. So could it be over here by Hoa or something? Or Krasnogorsk, maybe? Ilinskoye? No, that's too far south. Hey. Let's see. Oh, this is a rather dilapidated neighborhood. Here is Tomari. But then we got to be. We must be. Let's see. Arsentievka. Right. We're in Ilinskoye. Okay, thanks. But where's the railroad? Well, it could, of course, have gone missing. But that's got to mean we're up here somewhere on the Lesnaya Ulitsa. Let's see. Why to start? And yeah, that should work. Let's see now. Hang on. I'm going to put the marker back. So, back to start. Let's see. We are at the final road up here, but I'm a little uncertain about the... How far up can I go here? This must be this road. Yeah. Meaning... This must be here. Right? Or... Yeah, don't get distracted now. Now we're here, I believe. Then we go on. There's nothing. Then we got roads going off here. We come on to this road. And eventually down here. Right. Okay, so we are somewhere up here. So here I'm looking eastwards. I think I'm there. Because that road is most likely that. And, or maybe even this one. Because here we got this whopping bend. What's that? Bear trap? Little hard to say. But yeah, we should be in the middle of this bend somewhere. Like there. There we go. Ah, that was a shame about that one over at, what was it, that place called? Vismuria. Okay, that was a hard location. That was a hard location to get right. I was so certain that I would be very close to it, but no, said the game. Ah, that was a bit of a heartbreak. Is there anything I could have done in hindsight? Well, probably not. Except for a long count. So yeah, that is, unfortunately, Sakhalin not done, but at least it was an attempt, and it was a decent attempt, and, well, at least it didn't take as long as I feared, so yeah, I guess I got to be fairly content with this overall. So, but I'm still glad you're with me here on a tiny dot in space, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.